Hello there, I hope you're well. Today I want to talk about beginner Forex trading. So this presentation is for those people who don't really know all that much about Forex, so they're just starting out, interested in learn more and want to know how to get started. So let's have a look at the first slide. First thing is, don't rush into trading because you do have money at stake. So there's no rush. At the same time, don't put it off for too long because there is a good opportunity there for you to make money. It's the same. Most beginners start trading straight away and they lose money. They're too eager to make money. They really have the dollar signs in their eyes and they trade without thinking. They trade on their gut feeling. They trade on their emotions, and that's totally the wrong way to trade. And naturally, they lose money. Some people have what happened to a friend of mine, and they think that they are naturally talented, okay? But basically all that happened was they got lucky. Because they think they're naturally gifted, naturally talented, and they actually have a decent run. This happened to a friend of mine. He had about 3 or 4 months, he was doing pretty well, and then suddenly they lose. And I'll tell you what, his wife was not happy when he started to lose. And of course, when you lose, you don't just lose once. It's not just a blip, because basically you didn't really have any natural talent at all. It was a lucky winning streak. So you don't just lose once, you lose more and more. And as often happens in these cases, they commit the basic errors of trading, which are they start losing. So what they do is they put more money down because they think, well, I need to make up for the money I lost. And they're using the exact same logic as they always have been, which is no logic at all. And when they lose again, they lose even more money. So that's why you often see people who have a lucky streak, you'll see them losing all of their money. You very rarely see people who had a lucky streak pulling out halfway and saying, well, you know what, I had a lucky streak, and at least I can leave with my head held high. I have half the profit still, and this time I'm going to do my homework and learn how to trade. But I left ahead of the game. I left with some money out of it anyway. That hardly ever happens. Usually they don't just lose what they made, but they lose even more money. Okay, so the key thing is, if you want to be a successful Forex trader, you got to be organized and you got to be methodical. Okay, because successful trading is all about discipline. It's all about using your logic over your emotions. Logic over emotions. This is one of the basic tenets of Forex trading. It's also one of the basic tenets of playing poker for a living, and even running a business as well. As crazy as that sounds, and probably you've never heard that before, but many successful business owners will tell you the same thing, that it's about using your logic over your emotions. And when I say emotions, these are emotions, things such as greed, panicking, desire, worrying, all these things come into play. Really, being a trader, a successful Forex trader, is not about knowing advanced mathematics or anything like that. It's something that anyone can do. And the reason anyone can do it is because it's all about your own mental discipline. As I say, logic over emotions. Okay. Now, beginning Forex trading, you want to start out with paper trading, also known as demo trading. That means you got no money at risk, okay, and it allows you to get familiar with the trading software. And the most common software is something called MetaTrader. That's the one that you'll see that is compatible with most brokers. MetaTrader, MT4, it's the same thing. It'll also get you familiar with some of the basic terminology, the indicators and stuff like that. You won't learn that much though. Some people think that you can learn how to trade Forex without spending any money, and then you could do that for 2 years even, and then when you're ready to make money, when it looks like you're making money on paper, you're making money on your demo software, then all you got to do is basically flip the switch, turn the money on, and you'll be using real money. But you won't lose any because you've already proved on paper, on your demo account, that you've already proven that you can make $1 million. So now all you got to do is turn a switch and you make it for real. Unfortunately, that is not the way trading works. And it's the same also if you play poker too. If you play the free tables, it's the same thing. It's nothing like playing real money tables. And the reason is because there's no emotions involved in paper or demo trading. Unless you are Mr. Spock or something like that, then it's useless to you, paper trading. Because what happens is, as soon as you start putting money on the line, even a little bit of money, even a hundredth, even a cent per pip or something like that, which means that in a day you might make 50 cents or a buck, a buck on a big swinging day. Even with a little amount of money, trading changes completely because emotions start to get involved. And and this is what happens as a forex trader. So you start off on low money. As it gets bigger and bigger, you take another step when you put more money down. But you only ever move up in the money stakes when you're comfortable where you are. Okay, so paper demo trading is great, but there's a limit to it. So what you need to do is you also need to get your education as well. By the way, I have another presentation. Let's just go back here. I have another presentation about going from paper into money trading. So look out for that on my channel. I do have another one on that. But you also need to get your education, and that means you need to read as much as possible. Now, bear in mind, everyone has a different opinion. People have different opinions to me too. I will never tell you that I am 100% right. I'll never tell you that I am the person who knows the most about Forex, because anyone who says that is a complete liar. Successful traders, they never stop learning. They're always learning. But when this becomes a passion, then it really is not a chore at all to learn. You'll soon learn to enjoy this. A lot of people love forex trading, so it will be a piece of cake. And there is no single method of success when it comes to forex trading. It's like running a business, okay? If you think about it, you can have a franchise, you can own a pizza place, you can have a store selling shoes. You can create an operating system like Microsoft. You can create the iPad. There's many different ways to run a business, and equally there's many ways to succeed in Forex. So there is no single method of success. But what happens in the end is you work out what is best for you. And that may sound a little corny, but it's actually true. There is no many traders will have their own technique, and in fact the big traders will say this as well. When they've been interviewed, they'll say, look, you can learn from me, but don't necessarily copy my technique. You got to work out what works for you. And as you learn more about Forex, you'll come to understand what that really means, and you'll also see that as well when you learn more from my presentations here too. So I'll leave you with that. I hope that's been a good introduction to beginner Forex trading for you. Listen, if you want to know more about Forex, how to become a better trader, please sign up below. If you look in the description box below, there is a link there, a URL, and it's to my free Forex trading newsletter. And there I'll tell you how to maximize your profits, minimize your risks. 5 golden rules every trader needs to know. How to stay away from the con artists, boiler room brokers. How to set up a system so that you can use logic over emotions. You can eliminate your emotions as much as you can, and all this means that your profits, your rate of profitability will be higher. You're more likely to make money out of Forex. You're not going to throw it away because you couldn't control your emotions, okay? When you have a proper system, you set up a framework so that doesn't happen, or that it's extremely unlikely to happen. So, look, if you want to make tonight 50 grand from Forex with some mega tips, that's a pipe dream. Ain't going to happen. You're probably better off finding some other way to make money. But if you want to learn how to make money out of Forex, the disciplined way, the way that the big and small traders alike, but the successful ones do it, then please sign up. The link is below for the Forex trading newsletter, and you will learn some quality advice there that is worth thousands of dollars that a lot of people would pay for, but you will be getting for free. So sign up for the newsletter, and I will see you soon in my next presentation. So take care.